What's up, everybody? My name is Nate. Welcome to the channel. This is a bit different. I am trying some different accords for some perfume stuff. And I've been doing some research on a reconstruction of a cedar wood accord. So in perfumery, you would think that just if you want something to smell like cedar wood, just add cedar wood oil. And yes, that does work. But most of the time, it's a reconstruction with synthetic materials. A lot of people don't know this, but natural materials are heavily regulated because there are certain molecules within the naturals that are harmful in such a fine, for instance, they do I forget the exact terminology for it, but it's like a gas chamber that they put the fragrance in, and they shoot like a natural gas into it, and they can figure out what is in certain materials. So they usually do it to make a lot of clones nowadays. So if you want to make a clone, you put it through this gas chamber, you put the original fragrance through this like chamber. I don't know exactly how it does it, so I'm not even gonna get technically into it, but basically what it does is it gives you a graph of all the materials that are in that fragrance or that smell. That's how they can come up with all these different clones. So I'm getting sidetracked here. Like bergamot oil is heavily regulated because there is a molecule in there that reacts to the sun. It's photosynthesis. So they have to reconstruct the bergamot, or they have to remove it. I think it's just a distill down, and then they add something to remove that. Anyway, I'm getting so sidetracked here. This video is going to be about purchasing fragrance materials, raw fragrance materials. We're going to take a look at Fragrance Apprentice here. Or the Perfumer Apprentice. I keep saying the fragrance. The Perfumer's Apprentice here. There's some materials that I want to pick up, that I need to pick up, that I ran out of. And so I wanted to kind of share my, just kind of shopping experience, I guess you could say. One thing to note about perfumery is it's very expensive, super expensive. All right, one of the materials that I really wanted to try out is this cedar knoll acetate. And this is a balsamic dry. This almost gives a sawdusty kind of feel to your fragrance. I don't know if it does. That's why I really want to try it out. And it looks like it's pretty affordable. For a 15 mil size, it's $4. Or I can just get 500 grams of it for $7. In my formula that I have for this like cedar accord, this one is kind of high. So I'm just gonna it makes sense just to do the $7 one. So I'm just gonna do the $7 one. That's 50 grams worth of it, and that should be fine. Down here in the odor description, it says it's woody, balsamic, and dry. And then it's light cedar, velvety odor, and sweet woody and long lasting. And I've been running into this problem is my cedar accord is not lasting that long. It's in the mid, it's like a mid note. So it kind of dissipates as it kind of progresses. But I really love the smell of cedar wood, so I would really like my cedar notes to kind of carry into the base a little bit more. And I think that this is where the longevity is coming from. All right, the next one I really want to try out again, I bought a little sample of it, is Cedar Knoll, and they don't have it here on Perfumer's Apprentice, but sometimes they have it kind of. I definitely need to pick up some more of this. This is a cedar amber. This is like this is really good. It's like an ambroxan mixed with some, and once again here, I use a lot of this, so I'm just gonna do the 50 grams for the $8, totally fine. But this is a great amber wood kind of smell. And it's super nice, super nice. It's kind of like an ambroxan cedar wood kind of thing. I think that's the best way to put it. It's a ambroxan. Let me put I didn't realize that my face was covering the thing. So basically what this is it's a cedar ambroxan, pretty much, like the best way I could put it. I heard really good things about this. It's Firmenich, and wow, this is expensive. Oh, it's just caramel wood. I love caramel wood. So this is it looks like it's an amber wood of some sort. It's extremely powerful, and it's an animal amber note. That's a tongue twister. But the description is one of Norlimbol. I'm probably butchering that. Is one of the most amazing smells around. A genius molecule that should be worth the weight in gold. It gives you a quite simple and smell of extreme dryness. If and when you smell it, you'll understand that instantly. The molecule itself is a multi-sensory Disney ride. That sounds really good. It is quite expensive, so I will just get the 4 milliliter, but at how it's all broken down, I'm just gonna do the 15 milliliters, excuse me, not milligrams, milliliters. Nervous about spending that much money for 15 mils of something, but I think it's pretty good. 50 grams of it is $50, so it's about $1 per milliliter. I really like caramel wood, so, you know, we'll just, you know, it's definitely worth it, I think. And this is one of the molecules that's in the cedar accord that I'm trying to recreate. Here's another one that was recommended to me for a cedar kind of thing, and it seems like it's about the same. Oko, now forgive me for saying this, but Oko Amali? Mallow. Anyway, it's from Givaudan. It's an amber woody tobacco musky. It's probably an amber wood with a tobacco and musk kind of smell to it. Tested on a blotter for 1+ month. So that means it's a pretty good longevity. And so that will probably give the cedar accord a little bit more, you know, oomph to it. I'm just gonna do the 15 milliliters. 4 milliliters is kind of hard to store, so I'll just do that. I'm already up to 50 bucks. You can see how this gets really expensive really quickly. I really wanted to pick up some petitgrain oil, but it looks like they're out of stock in it, and it looks like it's quite pricey. I want to pick up petitgrain oil eventually. They probably have it on other sites. I want to try to keep it to Perfumer's Apprentice for today, but petitgrain oil is really good. Every time I smell it in a fragrance, I always love it. I always love it. It's like a nice, airy, almost like an orange blossom orange kind of smell. It's really nice. It's almost got like a fresh lemon orange mixture. Fructalate. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Once again, guys, they have some weird names in here. Absolutely weird names. So not even weird names, but just hard to pronounce names. This one looks really good. And this is a part of I'm trying to do a nice fruity kind of accord that I can add. It's mainly like a watermelon kind of thing, because I want to make a fragrance that's almost like a strawberry, watermelon, lemonade kind of thing. I really want to craft that smell. And so this is something somebody recommended me on one of the forums that I'm a part of. And so if you add this to Fructone, which I need to get some Fructone as well. Fructone is from IFF, and I think it's an accord or something, but really good stuff. You know, this kind of extends the life of fruity nuances, because it is a top note. It kind of dissipates pretty quickly, but then again, it carries out pretty nicely. It's like a strong fruity in here. It's like pineapple, strawberry, apple. But from what I know, it kind of helps build fruit in fragrances. That Fructone is in almost every fruity fragrance on the market. This is another fragrance that I was interested in building out my like watermelon accord, watermelon kind of thing. And so I think I'm gonna pick up some of this. The 4 ml size is $3, and then the 15 ml is just $4. So I'm just gonna do that. We're already up to $63, and we only have a few, so it's quite pricey. And then I'm working on a fragrance. It's a peach and what is it? Peach and jasmine. It's a peach jasmine. It's got some frankincense in there too, but it's really coming together quite nicely. And somebody told me I'm missing a few things. I'm missing a creaminess to it. And somebody on a forum told me to get some of this, but also another molecule, I forget what the name is, to give it kind of a lactate, milky smoothness kind of vibe, to play off the vanilla, to give it kind of this like milky, creamy vanilla kind of smell. And that's exactly what I think I need for the fragrance that I'm working on. Because right now it smells really nice. It's got that, you know, nice peachy kind of vibe, fruity, and the vanilla is there, but the vanilla is coming across as this cakey kind of vanilla, this like almost like dessert kind of vanilla, which I want it to be kind of a more liquid cream kind of vanilla, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I wanted to try this. I'm gonna add just a 15 ml to that. And then I forget what the molecule he recommended me, so I'm gonna just look up some like lax something or other. This might work, but it smells like cheese, and I don't know what I smell like cheese. I mean, it might be worth it, but buttery, creamy milk. I think that this is exactly it. Let's just look up milk, see, milk, and they don't have much. This might be it. I'm just gonna get a 4 ml size of this. It's a base note. It smells like dairy cheese, so I don't know if that's gonna work or not. I don't even think that's the right one, but, because who wants to smell like cheese? Not me. That's the fun thing about perfumery though, is, oh, they have another search thing here. Milk. Ah, here we go, okay. So they have an accord. They actually have an accord that is just mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that it was this. This looks a lot familiar. I think this is what he recommended me. I don't know, I could probably look it up, but I think this is it. So I'm gonna add this instead of that, this. We're gonna just delete that, and we're gonna just go with Delta Celatone. I don't even know, man, I need to not pronounce these names. All right, the other one I wanted to look into, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, is benzoyl salicylate. Not this. No, I'm looking for a different salicylate. Salicylate. It's a, I think it's this. Yes, this. This almost gives a, so there's a difference between, so cis-3 hexanol is like a green grass kind of smell. When you smell that kind of green grass pungent kind of smell, that's what cis-3 hexanol does. But the salicylate version of it is a like almost kind of like this. From what I know, it provides a lot of green florally kind of thing to it. It balances out a lot of fresh ozonic kind of fragrances, and I've been wanting to pick this one up for a while, so I'm just gonna do 15 milliliters of that. All right, I think that rounds it out. $81, that's a lot, because I only got like maybe 10 materials or so. So you can see perfumery has a huge expenditure to it. It's quite expensive. Let's just put it like that. Anyway, but I'm really excited. I'm gonna put together a nice cedar accord. So hopefully I have, you know, a little bit better longevity with my cedar. Really wanna put together a cedar vanilla kind of fragrance, just a plain and simple cedar and vanilla. That's it. So I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully this has the tenacity to last a little bit longer than the oils. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to share my experience. I'm not a professional by any means, but you know, here we are. Thanks for watching the video, everyone. We'll see you next time.